What's up, everybody? My name is Game Over, and I'm your humble dungeon master for this episode of Tales of Algerath. I'm here with my lovely adventurers, as always. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
I have just finished playing Friday Night Funkin' to entertain these guys, so I am more pumped in the morning than I usually am. Anyway, you might notice that two faces are missing in the chat, and that's because Digger is usually always late, and Limped T's not going to be joining us this session because he is not feeling that well. So, with that out of the way, we shall continue with our D&D campaign, Tales of Algerath. Would all of you please move into the campaign chat, if you will?
Fangpru will be right back.
Okay. He will join us in a couple of minutes, probably. Alright, so in the last session of Tales of Algerath, you guys just took down the Collector. Massively anticlimactically, may I add. Like, not as awesome as how I had it planned, just...
It's your own fault. You
God
gave
damn
him
it,
that
Leroy.
spell.
Hey, Fang Pru left.
Look,
Mino
okay.
was down.
Yes,
I
but
was the only
Fang
one that
Pru
was
isn't
there.
the person who took down my boss in a single go. You flippin' blew up my boss. Sure, blew up yourself in the process, but still. Anyway, so you just versed the Collector and saved the Kingdom of Technology from their rogue robot problem. But T-Lif got away, and you guys do not know. Well, you do know. Because of the energy not flowing through the device, it can only be assumed that the orbs, which we have now thought to be the ancient artifacts, have been taken. And T-Lif is nowhere to be found. After Leroy had finished getting Beta, after his explosive situation, you got Mino and Fang Pru are now heading to the Sages, if I remember.
Yep, to Google.
And Leroy's rebuilding his cat. And that's pretty much all that matters for now. So continuing on, we'll leave Leroy to his cat building. Mino and Fang Pru, they walk along the streets of the once perfectly built Kingdom of Technology, now a heaping rubble of scrap metal, bits of buildings that have kind of gotten ripped off, which people are now trying to put back on. Buildings that have... It's been like 3 weeks, it's been like 3 days of Leroy sleeping to get better from his injuries. So, the houses that have been fixed and rebuilt, people are like lifting up furniture to replace the furniture that was broken, that kind of stuff. As Fang Pro and Mino continue walking through the streets, you walk by the entrance of the castle, where you see 3 adventurers running into the kingdom.
Strange.
One of them, the one in the front, who is assumed to be the leader, carrying a musical instrument, looking around and assessing the situation. He walks up to you guys, because you guys look like fellow adventurers, and he goes, what's the situation here?
Well, 3 days ago, TLF made all robots go crazy and stole the orbs.
We came here because we got a commission about rogue robots terrorizing the Kingdom of Technology. If you guys already know who it is and the situation is solved, that's kind of depressing for these guys. The two people behind him look very much younger than him. You could tell that they're probably like only just starting their adventuring career, and they're doing commissions to kind of raise up in the ranks. And he says, "If it's okay with you guys, could you possibly not hand this commission in and instead let these two do it? They're trying to raise from bronze adventurers to silver adventurers, if you understand."
What?
Hand in commissions?
Oh, you guys must not be adventurers. Okay.
I mean, we are adventurers, but
what I mean is like
just...
what I mean is like professional adventurers. Professional adventurers have signed in to the Adventurers Guild, and they get like commissions to do jobs around the kingdom of around the land of Algerath. You like get told to go here to defeat a couple goblins, or go over there to herd sheep or something. Basically, just help out here and there. The more you gain money for each commission, and the more dangerous the commission, the more money you get. Of course, you can't go for the really dangerous ones unless you're a higher level in the adventuring guild, which is bronze, silver, gold, platinum, elite.
We are freelancers, says Frank Prue. And Frank Prue asks about the magical instrument.
Oh, you like it? This is my. He holds out a box. You guys can tell that this is an instrument. It could just look like a normal box, but recently there's been a new invention that there is a box that when you hold down the button, it records sound, and then when you press the button, it will replay that sound with the knobs on the side, allowing you to tune that sound to however you want. Basically, it's like a speaker or a DJ machine or a flippin' mixer or whatever you want to compare it to, just in a small compressed form.
Interesting. Looks at it closer.
He says, "As you can probably tell by my attire, I'm a bard."
Thought so.
Is he horny though?
No. As Fangpru says, record, he says, "Sure, speak into it," as he pushes the back of the box up against his hand in order to hold down the button. After you make the sick beat, he doesn't put enough pressure on the box in order to hold the button up against his hand, so the recording then stops. Then he holds it upwards, the speaker pot facing towards the sky. He presses the button once, and Fang's voice is repeated. Actually, yeah, that he does prefer. He does deserve a performance check. I should have probably done that
Yes,
before.
please.
I
If
should
he
have
rolls
done
a
that before.
nat 20,
You know
if he
what?
rolls a nat
You
20,
know what? Fangpru, do a performance check. We'll rewind a bit. Do a performance check so then we can see just how sick your beat is.
if he rolls a nat 20, zombies appear from the ground and start dancing to the beat. And once it finishes, they just fall over.
I mean,
If
he
he
rolled
gets
a
a
natural
natural 20,
20.
he perfectly mimics actual real life musical instruments. He mimics a guitar.
I mean, at the alternative universe campaign, he did a natural 20 and at humming.
Okay, so an 18. You replicate a beat that not many actual good musicians of this day and age can do. Like, if if you were a professional magician, you would be the 0.1% of creating a beat. That is what you just did. And then, as he flips the box up, presses the button, speaker facing towards the sky, it perfectly replicates the beat that Fang Pru was doing. He turns
Incredible.
he turns a few knobs on the side of the box, like flicking up switches, moving them up and down, uh, and it changes the tone, mix, and the tempo of Fang Pru's voice, thus making an entire song with one simple box.
Incredible.
It's quite revolutionary stuff. And it's also very helpful for a bot of my talents because I would rather not be carrying around 10 musical instruments in order to do my job.
Well, I mean, you can do a lot with just a violin. I think my mom had a bard in her party. Been years.
I would very much like to meet her.
Yeah,
And
but I think she stopped adventuring like 30 years ago, so I'm not even sure if he's still alive, to be
hmm,
honest.
shame. Anyway, he puts his hand out and says, "My name's Jonathan."
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Mino.
You are called a DJ bod now. He looks at Fang Pro and says, "What's a DJ?" Um, he shakes Mino's paw, hoof, claw,
Hand.
whatever.
Either hand or claw.
Um, he shakes Mino's hand and then says, "I am a rank gold in the Adventurers Guild, so I deal with a lot of the problems around Algerath. However, I am mostly always late to them. Do not ask me why."
Sure think you will get your fun one day.
Yeah. Anyway, I should probably take these kids back to the commission guild. If you guys are cool, I would like for them to hand in the commission so then they can go up in the ranks. We could always use more higher class adventurers. Um, and I'm gonna choose another commission so that I can actually do something today.
I
Uh,
mean,
hopefully
uh,
I'll see
uh,
hopefully I'll see you guys around another time.
yeah, just I'm not sure how they handle reports because there was a big explosion at the tower, which was our fault. But maybe they can say they helped defending the people with the robots, so which
Basically,
is less easier to uh, find out if they did it or not.
Basically, commissions work like this. If there's a monster that you need to get rid of, you just bring a piece of that monster to prove that you killed it, and the commission's there. If there's an area that needs to be swept of some kind of monster or some group of villains or something, then just go and do that. And then if it's completely gone and you're back there, people will assume that you did it. There isn't much paperwork in the matter.
Okay,
Uh,
where's the guild located?
My
Says Vancouver.
guild is actually located in Waterloo. However, in every single kingdom, there's a adventurers guild which I can go up to and ask for commissions. This basically makes it so you don't have to spend an entire week just to get back home and do another commission.
Oh, maybe we should get some commissions. I might need some gold.
Maybe. It's a lot of fun, and you get to meet a lot of really cool people. Just the other day, I met a scientist that gave me like 5 health potions for free just so that I can go and hunt down his cat. So,
That's cool.
anyway, I should probably get going now. Hopefully, I'll see you guys around sometime.
Okay, see you
Um,
later.
he walks off as he puts his box in his pocket. He clicks at the two people behind him to leave, and they look incredibly depressed. As he walks away, you see him put his arm on both of them, and they all of a sudden start jumping for joy, and they start running off. He chases after them. So you guys continue walking towards the stages, still constant buildings. Yes?
You said we stopped in front of the destroyed tower.
The destroyed
With
tower.
the bard. Yeah. Feng Pru, if you mind, there were so many records in that tower. Would you mind if we just check if you can help locate some of them? I feel kind of bad.
Do you remember? I have a feeling that you're doing this because you remember what I told you guys at the end of last
Yes.
session.
Maybe.
Don't lie. This is because I told you what's in that room.
It's your own fault.
Better roll high. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Better roll high.
Uh,
So Mino
So-
hops onto Fang Pru. The weight of Mino is kind of really damn heavy, mostly because Minotaur.
You're
Fang Pru
technically large.
Fang Pru begins climbing. Can you please make me an acrobatics check? No, wait a minute. Not acrobatics. Athletics, sorry. Acrobatics.
Can't we just take the stairs?
One single word. No, it's not.
Guidance.
Leroy, you can choose whenever you want to be finished help fixing Mr. Cuddles, and then you'll just be with them at that time.
Yeah, about now should be fine since it wouldn't take that long to fix him.
Okay, so if you want, I can say that you're starting to make your way towards them, and you'll arrive there soon.
Oh yeah, this is Leroy's new coat. It's in the Arave chat,
Okay, let's see this.
but even more tattered than that.
Oh, that is cool. I like that.
Ooh.
Very nice. Okay.
Oh man, I need to update all the illustrations.
Oh yeah, Fang Pru, you have climbing speed. I forgot. Okay. So you climb up. Eventually you reach the top window where you jumped out of before. You really should have taken damage from that because of gloss, but I'm gonna let it slide. You enter the room, and the room is like almost completely desolate. There are parts of the floor that are just non-existent anymore, only with floorboards that look like they're about to snap immediately with any pressure put on them, connecting to each of the areas. There are sustainable walkways. They are existent here. It's just that in order to get to them, you need to walk on these boards that look like they're about to break. You can see the collector, or what's left of him, his arms kind of left desolate on the floor. His center head kind of split open with half of him missing. You can see the inside of him where there is a small orb-like core in the center where there should be like a power source, but it's missing.
Okay, strange.
There are like a couple of cupboards, a desk that looks like it's been burnt half to death, bits of burnt paper everywhere, and a massive bookshelf behind the collector with no books on it.
I
There are
start.
books. There are books in the room, or what's left of them.
Yeah, I won't risk getting anywhere near these holes. And Mino just starts picking up papers, just trying to basically clean up.
Keep in mind what I said was that the only way to get to the sustainable walking area was to go on the boards that look like they're about to snap. You guys are right now standing on the ledge of the window, and in front of you are the floorboards that lead to the actual sustainable walkway. If you do not walk on them, you will fall through the floor, or what used to be floor.
So I need to jump over it.
You can attempt to jump over it, yeah. If you fail though, you will fall.
I mean,
Ooh.
the board.
Leroy,
Not-
before I continue with what's about to happen, because I have a feeling that maybe damage will happen, which way do you want to get up? Well, there's only one way, but which way do you want? How do you want to get up to the top of the tower? There was the
What are my
stairs,
options?
but
What can I do? Ooh, spider climb. It's a spell.
really?
Yes.
Do you guys have some vendetta against stairs? Flippin' the city of thieves, you throw a rope to the top of the building instead of just using the stairs. And now in the kingdom of technology, you would rather climb the upscale of the building instead of climbing the stairs.
Yes.
Alright, well, do you
I
cast
just
spider
put
climb?
some. Yeah, I just out of my pocket I pull out like miniature circular discs and place them on my fingers and toe and boots
Okay.
and start climbing.
You start climbing up the tower. It takes you a while to get up there. Mino, Fangpru, you can see behind you when you look down, which, Mino, you do not want to because you're really, really high up. You can see a tiny little speck of Leroy climbing up the side of the tower.
Leroy, is that you?
Leroy, you hear
Yes.
echoing.
Yes,
By the way,
no.
Fang, can I acrobatic my way to the other side?
Yes, you can. You can do that, yes. Roll acrobatics. There's no point. You get across. Oh, with Mino on you. Okay, then definitely, yeah, roll
Disadvantage?
acrobatics. You need a very high
Guidance.
roll. You're gonna get it anyway.
Guidance.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, that would
Guidance.
classify as disadvantage, yep. So yeah, it would be disadvantage. Thanks, Leroy.
Ah.
Yes, Mino, we get it. He has guidance.
Guidance!
At one moment, Mino is just gonna
I'm just
slap him and say,
I'm just imagining Fang Pru's just carrying Mino on his back, and Mino's just shouting the entire way, "Guidance!"
Yep.
Just at the
Basically.
top
imagine
of Mino's
Mino
lungs, and
just.
somehow that's helping him.
I can just imagine Mino just slapping Fem Pro and saying guidance every time.
It's like a cheerleader. They're shouting at the footballer to make him do better, and somehow that's working. Except Mino's shouting at Fang Pru to do a backflip with her on him. Well, I got 2 dirty 20s with no... No! No! What? How? How do you...
Fang Pru is overpowered.
Do you have my dice? Did you sneak into my room and take my dice?
He has the power to control all variables of time and space.
No, the collector does, but you blew him up, so whatever. You want me to share screen? Nah, it's fine. So... Actually, no. I don't think I deserve to explain what happens. Fang Pru, do you want to explain how you acrobatics across the almost about to break platform with Mino on your back?
Boop. bout by definition is a large creature.
Keep in mind that when you say, is it just me or is D&D creatures weird where a minotaur is a large creature, but also a giant is a large creature?
Yeah, I think minotaurs are on the lower end of the large creatures.
There should be another, like another scale where it's like small creature, medium creature, large creature, gigantic, enormous, can't even fit on the map creature. And that's where
I
dragons and giants are.
I think there are giant creatures. That's what dragons and Tarrasque, etc. falls in. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Maybe it's a creature above 6 feet.
Pardon?
Maybe giant creatures are basically creatures that are above 6 feet.
Then I would be a giant creature because I'm 8 feet.
Basically,
It makes sense.
my idea of a large creature is if I put a human-sized door and you can't and your head goes over the top of the frame, you're a large creature.
Yeah,
You
basically
mean it?
Mino.
You mean it breaks the frame?
No, I never said that they were walking into the door. I just said if they were standing near the door. But yes, if they smash their head on the frame, then yeah, they're a large creature.
I mean,
Cool.
we kinda didn't pay much attention to it, but Mino would actually have, at least sometimes, have problems to get into shops and rooms and stores because he's so big.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't want to constantly keep on rehashing the exact same joke. Just constantly
Yeah.
every single time you walk into a room, Mino hits her head on the door. Mino hits his head on the door. Mino hits his head on the door. Mino hits his head.
But
I don't want to keep on rehashing that joke.
Mino destroys the shower because he got stuck with his horns.
Yeah, that time I did the joke. I'll bring up your height every now and then. I'm just not gonna constantly keep
Elliot.
on repeating it.
By the way, Fang
Hey.
posted something like this, I guess.
Okay, so so are you telling me that Mino is just you're just two-man wheelbarrowing this across the platform?
That's the question. Who is who?
Or is Mino holding you as you are wheelbarrow? Like, which way is this around?
Spider Leroy does
Mhm.
whatever Leroy can.
Either way, Mino, I'm gonna have to have you make a roll depending on which one it is. I
Mm.
meant trapeze with
It's
bear. So who's the bear? Is Mino the bear? Or is Fang Fu the bear? Which one's the bear? Not exactly like that pick. Okay. Um. So I'm guessing Mino is just gonna be on your back because if she wasn't, then I would. If he wasn't, then I would have to make a roll. Uh. All right. So you just with Mino on your back, just kind of walk across the trapeze as if you're in like a circus. Um. And you get
Mino's
across
just
with no problem. Mino just kind of forced to look down the entire way. So you can see all the stairs that you refuse to climb up just spiraling downward.
Mino just hangs on to Fang Crew for dear life.
Um, Leroy, when they reach the end of the walkway, that's when you reach the top.
Oh,
Hmm.
hi, Leroy.
Hello there.
So Fang Pru, Mino, you are now on perfect walking ground. Like this is part of the ground that it was exploded, but it's good enough to walk on. Uh, However, it's not entirely trustworthy. It might break if too much unstable walking is happening.
Is there basically a roof or walls still?
There is no more roof. The attic, along with everything that was in the attic, along with the roof that used to be there, was exploded.
Is there floor?
Not much of it. You exploded most of the floor, with only the beams that
Walls?
they walked across to get to the actual stable walkway.
Is there walls though?
There are some walls. Like half of the room's walls were exploded off, but there are walls still.
Whoop! Guess what I do?
What?
Spider Leroy does whatever a Leroy
Are you
can.
just gonna climb the side of the wall around?
Yep, all the way to the robot.
Alright. So as I've told you guys before, this building is like 500 feet. It's very high up in the air. Um, I made a massive stretch allowing you to use your spider climb, which only lasts 60 minutes, to climb up this tower. I'm going to be an asshole DM here and say that you cannot fully climb across this room before your spider climb will wear off. You'll like reach
Oh, I
somewhere near
recast it.
halfway before you start to fall.
I recast it.
All right. Well, if you cast spider climb again, then I cannot fault you. You can go.
Okay.
So Mino and Fangpru just kind of see Leroy climbing around the wall to get to where you are.
Uh, how about we start looking? Maybe we can find something about T-Left that might be for good use.
Okay, so you roll investigation. That's cool. You see near
Guidance.
the you see behind Mino and Fangpru are the stairs that you didn't climb. Um, you also see that behind the collector uh, is a heaping pile of what looks like completely and utterly burnt books. Like these look like that they were completely they did not survive at all.
Does anybody know how to cast Mand around here?
I know mending.
Yeah, that would work.
There are a lot of books though. Like tens of
Well,
thousands.
I start to mend the covers so we know which might be important.
How many times can you cast
I
mend?
think
It's a cantrip.
Okay, cool. Just need to know. So you just
um,
like constantly mending books. After about 15 minutes, you mend like 125 books just from simply touching them. Uh, there are still a heaping pile of books to get through, but you'll just keep on going through it, I guess. Uh,
um, can I look at the collector?
you look at the collector. Um, you can
I
see
tried to
that
see
only probably
what I
like
can.
half of the collector remains from the explosion. Uh, with only one of its tentacle claws just kind of laying desolate on the ground. Inside, you see a cage holding area that looks like it was meant to hold its power source. The power source seems to be missing.
Can I try repair it?
With most of the power, with most of the, so the you've only found half of the collector, which means that we have to assume that you exploded the other half. You need a lot of resources in order to fix it, and this kingdom's probably not going to be able to fix the collector for another year and a half, probably, because they're fixing the kingdom.
Hmm.
By the way, First of all, Thankful rolled 28 for perception. Do we roll perception or investigation for looking for information?
Perception. And Fang Pru, with a 28, after about an hour and 50 minutes of Mino just constantly touching books, um, you find 3 books that you think would be interesting. One of them,
Hmm.
uh, one of them that seems to be titled "The Meeting of Tealif and Ferlin." Uh, the other one being "The Collection of Artifacts," and the last one being "The Destruction of a Samurai's Home."
Mino,
Yes.
you may or may not have jinxed me.
Sorry. I think I rolled a 1 as well.
There are still more books that you can get through, but so far these are the only ones that seem to be interesting.
Can I try to look around for any other books dating back up to 10 to 20 years?
Uh, you're looking around at the books that have been fixed so far, but uh, so far the ones that have been dated back that long, um, they don't seem to be anything relevant other than talking about how people met each other and how life has been since then. If you're looking for a book that's about your past, there isn't one, apart from the one that Fang Pru picked up. That might be one.
Hey, Frankfurt, what's that book you got there?
Mino is just mending and has to sneeze all of a sudden.
You sneeze and accidentally touch one of the books. Um, you then freeze with your hand above the book, as
That
just
one.
from the title you can tell this book tells the story of how you ended up in that bush.
I grab it.
You grab it. You now have the Book of Baby Mino in your inventory.
Aww. Does it come with pictures?
You see tiny little pictures of you in a bush.
Aww.
It is absolutely adorable if the story wasn't so sad.
Yes.
Aww.
What was the name of the 3 books I got? One of them was titled The Meeting of Ferlin and Tealif. The other one was titled uh, The Stolen Artifacts. And the last one was titled The Tale of the Fallen Samurai.
Wait for dear viewers, baby Mino.
Baby Mino. Now just imagine that, but in a bush somewhere. Just, it's not even like, it wasn't even like placed, it doesn't even look like it's placed in a book. It's just like, there's the bush, and then there's Mino's head just behind the bush, poking out.
I mend it so it doesn't fall apart and put it in my pocket for later.
Like I said, you now have the Book of Baby Mino in your inventory.
Oh,
Can I read it?
Can you read the Book of Baby Mino?
No, the
hope
samurai.
So, Tealif, Artifact, and Samurai. Yes. Those are the books. Specifically, the Artifacts one talks about the artifacts that have been stolen prior to, like, it won't tell you that the Kingdom of Technology's artifact is stolen or not because You destroyed the robot before he could write that book.
You mean the samurai one? Yes. When we get down. Yeah,
Mino,
that
do you want
might
to
be a bit.
continue mending books?
Guys, do we think we have everything? Or shall I continue?
Hmm.
I just
Ooh,
don't trust the floor, especially with us three on it.
yeah. Can I look around if there's um like a crafting book?
Can I look if something about me comes up? I mean, sure.
Can I look for a book that involves crafting or something like that?
Uh, you look around, but
Hello?
no such book is here.
I think they
Again,
are all.
all these books just seem to be about history, just about what previously happened.
Uh, Maybe we can look at the library later if you want to craft something.
Yeah.
Also,
Um,
about the floor isn't gonna break with you three like just standing anywhere on that floor. The floor will break if three of you are standing in one specific spot for a long period of time, then it will break. Like if Mino was and Leroy was stacked on top of him and Fang Pru was stacked on top of him, then the floor will break because that's too much
hey,
weight.
Mm.
because Mino weighs over 300 pounds. I'm not sure if the floor can take that full of.
Well,
I keep mending books,
Okay.
so to
well,
help Feng Pru.
if
You
you
keep
find anything, I'm gonna go look for the Google guys. I just look around and leap off the window.
Uh, you keep on mending books, and eventually you find a book that seems to possibly, maybe, relate to Limpton Tea in some way, called the Monk's Apprentice.
Ooh. Mend it and pocket it.
All right,
By the way,
you
can I
now
find
have the
something
book.
about
You now
Nimble?
have the Monk's Apprentice in your inventory.
Hmm.
Um, do you want to
As
continue
I
mending books?
Uh, yeah, I mean, Fang is still looking for something about himself. Maybe I can find something about Nimble. He would probably appreciate it when he comes back.
Okay.
Maybe,
I
maybe we
will
even find
remind
something about Digger's past.
before you continue, I will save you guys from doing anything meaningless. So before you continue, the only people who are from Algerath, sorry, my throat just got weird for a second. The only people who are from Algerath is Mino, uh, Limpton Tea, not Digger,
And Leroy.
and Nimble. The people who
No,
aren't from Algerath is Fang Pru, uh, and Leroy
no,
is coming
Fa
from Leroy is coming from another country, but he is from
Yep, okay.
Algarath. But my point is, they weren't in Algarath for the time that this robot has been jotting down stuff.
Alright.
Meaning, you might not find a book about Fang Pru because this was writing about the people of Algarath's history, not people of the world's history.
Okay. Um, did we find something about Leroy's past? Because we know it's bugging him for quite some time.
Yeah, Leroy has a well, Fang Pru is about to give Leroy a book when they get out of the castle.
So it's the
um
samurai book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just jump off the window.
You just skydiving. Leroy, I
Yep,
will
and
say that you
touch my
need to give me a
chest.
good reason why you're not going to take 500 falling damage.
Well, I cast Featherfall, touch my chest, and parachute appears.
All right, cool. You just heavenly swoop down to the ground. Mino, do you want to continue mending books, or
Hmm.
do you want to do
I
something
remember
else?
hearing about something called Google. Should
Mino.
Yeah. Bang, what do you think? Do you think we have everything?
I remember hearing something about Google. Should give them a try.
The sages. My
I
own
wonder if
personal
there's.
Google.
Mino shouts after Leroy, they are at the library.
I will let you guys know that asking questions about other kingdoms, the sages won't necessarily know. They only know stuff about this kingdom.
As a sage, I think we should get every book to its original state. How long would that take? How many books, how many percent of the books have we repaired?
Not enough. I will tell you
I
now,
mean,
you will probably spend the next probably like 2 to 4 days mending books. There are a lot of books. You are lucky that you managed to find the books in this amount of time.
I mean, we got a lot of information already, and I'm sure the king has, maybe not, but I'm sure the king can like, get most of them down. Oh, guess I'm
Two to
mending.
4 days. Just repeating that.
Guess I'm mending for the rest of the day.
Wait, maybe we can come up with a compromise. Maybe we can come up with a compromise. Just give me a second. I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna Google.
Technically, he can. Mino can cast mending 5 times since he has 5 fingers, and the mending spell is a touch spell. Eh, you getting me?
So 5 books at a time.
And you have 2 hands.
Okay, so you can try. I will allow you to do this. You can try. You can try casting Circle of Mending, which will allow you to cast anything in a 60 foot. Which will allow you to fix anything that is in a 60 foot radius. It
Wouldn't that
is
also include the
it will
Flasha?
count as a level 3 spell though.
I only have normal mending. I'm not sure if I can even do that.
It's a compromise.
But
So
if the
then you don't
dungeon
spend the
master
next four
allows it,
days.
if the dungeon master allows it,
He
I
will.
won't argue. Okay, one level
This is so then
3
we do
slot
not
down.
spend the next 4 in-game days with you touching books. So
Mm-hmm.
you cast Circle of Mending, which a yellow like sphere kind of just envelops you and the room. The room is almost completely fixed, with still the holes in the floor leading down to the ground. The beam doesn't look like it's going to break as much.
Hey,
All the books are mended.
ew, bang.
Kaboom!
Yeah. Okay,
So you
I
can look
think we
through the
have
books to
everything.
find other stuff if you want, but
I guess we have everything.
So, are you guys gonna leave the room?
I should probably go to the library.
I thought you were already on your way to the library.
I am. I wonder if they have any tacos. I really want one.
In a library?
Yes. Don't
I
all
should probably go
libraries
to the
have
library. I
tacos?
wonder if they'll have any fish and chips in there.
From where I
Not
come,
sure.
they have that.
I will DM
Would,
you something game over before we leave. Okay.
wouldn't fish and chips make grease spots in the books?
Yes, there's a reason why there's not allowed to be any food in a library.
They have a sanitation area. They literally have a door frame that sanitizes anything that enters through it.
But this is the medieval library, so
Aw. I
this is
thought these
like
people
Knights
were
of the Round
advanced, but
Table library we're talking about.
I thought these people were advanced, but not that much.
I
Yeah,
mean, they
just a
are
little.
advanced, but more so advanced in they can't use magic, but they found a way to harness magic into their technology in order to still get it done. Okay. I will ask you to roll stealth and sleight of hand, Mr. M. Also known as Fang Pru.
Wait, what?
Fang Pru is sneaking again. But I'm
Of course he is.
laughing at what I'm seeing. Okay. You do manage to do what you're doing without getting detected. You still need to roll a sleight of hand though.
What is he doing? I'm
I'm not allowed to
freaking
tell.
out. I am freaking out.
You know how frustrating it was to be dungeon master and player at the same time, knowing exactly what he does, but you have to think about no, Mino wouldn't know that. Mino wouldn't know that. Mino wouldn't know that.
Well, guess what? Now it's back to me knowing what he's doing, and I'm not allowed to tell any of you what he's doing until you figure it out. Fang Pru, you do exactly
Mino
what
was
you just
clouded.
DM'd me to do.
Can I try to feel the force?
Roll insight?
Did you try to steal something from me?
No,
17?
I'll tell you now, he didn't try to steal something from you.
17?
17. Okay. You feel a disturbance in the force. As if some dude picked up something that is of questionable morality, and that happened. Fang Pro and Mino leave the building. I
With,
like the idea
with
of
the
the force.
stairs.
I like the idea of the force because it's just insight. The force is literally just insight. So yes, you can definitely feel the force. Fang Pru and Mino leave the building and start making their way towards the sages. Leroy, you get to the sages before them. You open up the door, and there they are in all of their old white beard and weird blue cloaked glory.
Oh, I thought they had a cool cloak, but nah, never.
I jump
The
like
only
Leroy. You jump skydive all the way down to the floor. However, you need to make an acrobatics check or come up with some reason why you're not going to take falling damage. There you go. Okay. Do all of you have feather fall? Do all of you have
No.
feather fall?
No.
Okay, so if Mino jumped out of the building, she would.
No,
he
I
would
take the
probably.
stairs. Thank you,
Um,
Fangbrew, for carrying me, but I take the stairs.
Mino takes the stairs, and because the whole entire building is mended, the stairs are not gonna break the bears.
Hmm.
So Leroy, the sages, not lifting up their head, then say, "Enter, young one."
Now do that. So they only know information about the kingdom of it technology.
Yes. So basically, anything that's around the kingdom of technology, they know about it. Also,
Hmm.
you can only ask one question a day.
Can you tell me Can you give me a great description and tell me who killed my father?
They stay silent. I think your home is in Arius, correct?
Yes, isn't that surrounding the kingdom of
No.
technologies?
In fact, Arius is one of the furthest kingdoms away from the kingdom of technology.
Wait, is Ares the kingdom of freedom again?
Arius is the kingdom of freedom. Yes. What part of they would only know stuff about the kingdom and anything surrounding the kingdom did you not understand?
But you didn't say like
They're not gonna know stuff about the
what
kingdom of
surrounds the
Arius.
kingdom of technology. So theoretically, the kingdom of freedom would also surround that kingdom.
No, it doesn't. I'm talking about anything that happens around the forests surrounding the kingdom of technology. Like if a boat is going to be traveling there at some point or something.
Oh, then I ask him if oh yeah, how to repair my pet cat.
If I remember, your cat was robotic to begin with before it was destroyed.
Hello?
Mr. Cuddles. Was he robotic to begin with?
Yeah, he was like a homunculus servant, but made of mechanical.
Okay. Did you build Mr. Cuddles, or was he given to you?
I built the core to Mr. Cuddles, and then the core took shape into a cat that I chose to.
Okay. And you still have the heart, which counts as the core.
The core is opal. A piece of opal costing 1,000 gold pieces.
All right, cool. I just needed
It's a
to.
big one.
I just needed to know that. If you still have the core of such a companion, it is easy to repair it. Simply just. My brain's trying to make. No, I'm not gonna say wish. Don't say wish. Don't say wish.
You mean this core?
I was gonna say just wish it to be so, but I don't want to say wish because that sounds too Disney. Um,
And it's a spell.
Can you
ba-
give me the power of witch?
basically, Mr. Cuddles took form from you thinking about Mr. Cuddles in that form. All it really took was just the core. So pretty much you can do the exact same thing again, and Mr. Cuddles will come back into the exact same form or another form of which you wish.
Okay. I pull out the opal and press it like a Pokeball and just yeet it.
you
Mr.
say,
Cuddles, go!
Mr. Cuddles, go! I choose you. And what form do you wish Mr. Cuddles to take the form of?
It's original. I ain't changing my partner.
Okay, cool. Mr. Cuddles, exactly how you remember him, comes back. Hat, little tuxedo, and all.
Hey, buddy, I got you a present.
Uh,
As I pull out a
Mis-
tiny crown and cape.
Mr. Cuddles kind of looks around, wondering what just happened, and then looks at you, tail swaying.
Been a while.
Fangpru said this video is sponsored by Pokemon.
It's not sponsored by nobody, shush! And not to mention, I highly doubt the Pokemon would sponsor anybody.
Probably not.
Remember what I promised you, buddy? I promised you a good crown and a good cape.
As you put it on him, his head tilts, but you can tell that he's happy. By the time that this happens, Fangpru and Mino enter the room.
Oh,
Hi.
here.
Hey, Mr. Cuddles. Mino gives him a scratch.
Mr. Cuddles you scratch him as his head moves away from you, and then he just falls on the ground, like kind of laying sideways.
Aww. Belly scratches.
If it wasn't for this partner I've had for the past few years, I would have died and gone insane.
And then you
Yes,
found
he's a good
friends.
cat.
Mr. Cuddle stands above all.
Mr. Cuddles is number one.
Yes, that is basically the priority. Mr. Cuddles, Leroy, everybody else.
Saving Algerath? What? No. Saving my friends from dying from the hands of the Collector? What? No. Stopping Mr. Cuddles from getting ripped from time and space? Absolutely yes. No one else matters. Mr. Cuddles only.
Mr. Cuddles is above all.
So, Mino, Fangpru, it has been 3 days since the last time you spoke to the sages, meaning you get another question to ask them, both of you. It has to be about the kingdom of technology or the force surrounding the kingdom of technology, though. Fangpru, as you say hello again, all of the sages still looking downwards, and their hoods block their faces. They turn their heads to look at each other. Then they all simultaneously lift up their hand slowly. And then when it reaches, like, directly above their head, they circulate their hand to make, like, a waving. Have you guys seen the emote for Zenyatta? How he says hello?
Nope.
Damn it. Okay. Give me a second. I can probably find a gif of it.
Do you know? Hey, Fang, do you know what you want to ask them?
Here we go. Like that.
Add it. Hello there.
That's how they wave at you.
I was kind of disappointed when I arrived to this library.
Yeah, they wave like that. Just they circulate their hand, not as if they're not even giving any effort into it at all.
The only question that comes to mind is about you said from the collector that the energy orb is missing. But I'm not sure if they would know that.
The orb.
I since I can't come up with anything else. I ask them what happened to the energy orb from the collector.
The orb was taken. The kingdom's power is gone. Without it, we'll have to resort to the old age of technology, getting energy from coal and the elements around us.
Why
Our
don't you just
unlimited
use
energy
it?
has been taken from us.
Yeah, but who took? Okay, Tilaf probably took it.
Why don't you just use some solar panels? They really are good for getting energy, and it's basically free too.
They stay silent. They don't answer Leroy.
Uh, I just head out with disappointment.
You leave the room. Bang Pro, you still have one question.
By the way, a lot of things come.
Oh
Oh
boy, a
boy, a
lot of
lot of
things
things.
come to me now.
Oh, you have one question.
You
By
get
the way,
one question.
since it's been 3 days, is our airship ready?
It has been 3 days of Leroy getting better. You guys have literally only just left. Well, you haven't literally only just left. It's been a while since you left Dr. Ig to fix your airship. It won't take that much longer.
Okay. Lemon tea is just drinking tea somewhere in the city.
Yeah, Lipton Tea is just on the ship, sipping tea, watching the construction thing happen.
Can I look for a blacksmith?
Can you look for what?
A blacksmith.
There are no blacksmiths.
Or anybody who can repair or reinforce stuff.
Um, when you look around, all you can see is just a bunch of people fixing buildings or lifting furniture into already fixed buildings. I don't think anybody is planning on doing their actual job until the whole entire kingdom is fixed.
Will a nat 20 do?
A nat 20, the
Nice.
nat 20 makes you realize the exact same thing. People aren't going to
Oh,
plan on working in the kingdom of technology until everyone has a home and everybody's accounted for.
looks like I'm gonna have to repair or and reinforce my own armor. I look for extra scrap metal.
There are a lot of scrap metal on the ground.
Ooh, I pick most of it up enough to make my armor a bit better.
Okay. I will say that you're carrying it. However, I will say that your lab in the ship, you can only fix it there because that's the only place that has the resources in order to make it better. So until then, you'll have to just hold on to all the scrap metal.
Right tool for the job.
Exactly.
It's a class feat.
Actually, yeah, with the right tool for the job, you can actually. Okay, yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. How better can I make the armor?
I will say
What
that
do
with the scrap. Wait, so what armor are you wearing at the moment?
think like studded leather armor? Yeah, studded leather armor.
Okay. I opened up the wrong book. Studded leather armor. So if I go to equipment, armor, okay. Studded leather armor, okay. And you got scrap metal, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. You can upgrade your armor to a scale mail, which is a medium armor.
To what armor can he upgrade?
He can upgrade his studded leather armor to a scale mail armor, which gives 14 plus dexterity modifier to your armor class and gives you disadvantage when stealth.
Do you think I'll go to stealth again?
I mean, considering that you are not good at stealth, I doubt it. Alright, books about magic tattoos. How become a king like in the old ways, and how do I stop Tealif get in and out of places? Okay.
Um,
You can't ask all these questions, but let's see.
He
he
did make it into a one question.
No, he just put it in a sentence.
Yes, so technically it's
Thank
one question.
Bankru is asking me what topic he should choose. I think for our cause of saving the kingdoms, stop getting Tilaf in and out of places would be useful, but also like the idea of magic tattoo.
I'm imagining a magic tattoo where it's just a tattoo of a lion, and you throw your hand outwards, and the lion just comes out of your skin or something.
Um, I know I'm referencing Critical Role again, but they had magical tattoos there where you used a pulvered gem in the tattoo and it gave you special probabilities. And for example, the barbarian got her arm tattooed and it gave her additional strength, etc.
Okay. And also, it's fine. It's fine referencing Critical Role because, uh, honestly, a lot of my ideas come from Critical Role, where I get inspiration from them, and then I just enhance on that inspiration. There is magical tattoos in D&D. Yes, there is.
Probably the same if there are already official magical tattoos in there, then they're probably the same.
Keep in mind, you don't necessarily have to ask a question to the sages. You don't necessarily have to.
Yeah, I think he wants to, but he can't decide what he wants to ask.
Perfection.
So we toss a coin. Sure.
Okay.
Or roll a dice.
Roll a d6. 1 to 6, 1 to 3, it's the tattoos. 4 to 6, it's Tilif.
Or you can roll 1d2.
Or that.
There's no such thing as a D2.
There is now.
It's called a coin.
Let's create a D2 and then sell it. I'm sure a lot of
Human
people will want
coins.
that.
Yay! I am no longer afraid of getting hit that much anymore.
So, Fang, are you tossing a coin or rolling a dice or what have you? One sec, getting a coin. Okay, well, while he's doing that, Leroy, after walking out of the Sage's place, you walk by many buildings, and you are surprised to find that there's one thing that has not been destroyed, and that is the race machine thing that transports you to another dimension to do a race.
I'll try it out.
He
You walk up
wants us
to the
to do a
machine.
race.
There's a single person operating it, and says,
Why, hello there.
I like to wait.
All right. Give me a second, Leroy. Um, you ask them about the books of magical tattoos,
Mm,
and the sage and one of the sages points to a section of the library, and then lowers his hand.
you probably know what this role is for.
No, oh fudge me.
Gender.
Okay, he's a dude.
What you got here?
Fangpru, you find a book that is titled uh, "Tattoos from the First Magician." Leroy, you saying what you got right here? The dude says,
You're not from around here, are you?
Nope.
This here machine allows us to teleport you to many a dimensions that are uninhabited by any sort of living creature. That way we can participate in a little game. You up for it?
I love myself a little game.
Well, this should be fun. However, it seems as though no one else is participating as everybody seems to be busy. Unless you can find yourself a second player, I don't think we can play the game.
Hmm. Can I see if I can remember? Can I try look for the guy that I helped?
roll perception. I mean, you don't necessarily need that guy. You could just get one of your other adventurers to participate as well, and that would count.
10.
Fangpru, Mino, as you leave the building, you walk for a while, watching everybody be busy. You see Leroy talking to the dude about the machine thing.
Are you thinking of playing?
Yeah, it seems interesting.
Oh, it very much is. This is the most loved sport in the kingdom of technology.
What are the rules?
Essentially, the rules are simple. You can use whatever you want when you're in the dimension to win the race. The race is over when somebody stops running, whether that be from the person holding him, or using a spell to make him stay still, or by simply just knocking them unconscious. After one of them stops running, they'll both get teleported back here where one person will cross the finish line and the other will be in the dust.
Wanna play?
Sure.
There is no speed limit, however, it is most advantageable if you are in the lead. It is a race after all.
Yeah, I guess Mino and uh, Leroy are playing, and Fengpu says, "Okay, uh, want to make this interesting, you two. What do you have in mind?" And I'm already scared.
And I know what I'm gonna do. I cast the long strider on myself while no one's looking at me.
Okay. Roll
Sleight
stealth
of hand.
with disadvantage. All right. Mino and Fang Pru notice that you're casting a spell on yourself.
I use
Leroy.
Artificer and Flash of Genius +4.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
No one
Mm-mm.
notices that you are casting a spell.
My dear friend, my passive perception is 20. I
Oh,
see
okay.
that.
The dude says,
Hey, he's allowed to cast spells. I said you're allowed to do whatever you want as long as you knock your opponent flat.
Frank Cruz says a prize for the winner. Every one of us puts in an amount of gold. The winner takes them.
Hey, I'm just trying to clean my armor and make it smell like Axe body spray again. No, I'm not casting any spell. I'm just saying what I do. That is my excuse for them seeing me.
All of the competitors have to put in the toll of 1 Chaos Emerald, and the winner takes it all.
my Eggman impression.
Good Eggman question.
Specifically, Eggman from Sonic Riders.
I missed the old Sonic games. Okay, how about each of us is allowed to cast one spell beforehand, and then we start.
Okay. So, everybody tell me what spell you're casting.
I
Fang Pru can
casted
cast
Long
spells because he's a
Spider.
warlock.
Give me a second. I just thinking what my possibilities.
Oh yeah, let's see. I think I have one extra potion. I have like 3 of the one potion that I'm thinking of grabbing, drinking actually.
So, what spells are you guys gonna cast?
Oh, I already cast
Freedom
my
of
spell.
I know mine.
And I'm drinking a potion.
Alright. You guys have to keep track of what passive effects you have.
I drink a potion of swiftness.
Alright, cool. Command.
Drinker's walking speed
Oh.
increases by
What?
10 feet
Okay,
for 1
so
hour.
Fang Pru, if you're gonna cast command, what is the word?
And against who?
I tell Leroy lose.
I give myself Flash of Genius when I'm gonna make the
Alright,
save.
so what's the roll in order for him to not do that?
Wisdom.
I know about the spell command because of something I'm very used to, but I'm not entirely sure. Wisdom save 6. So your flash of genius gives you 4, so that is 10. Yeah, 10. I think that's a fail.
We don't know what his save DC is.
It's gonna be high. It's Fang Pru we're talking about. Oh, it's at second level, so Mino has to make a wisdom save as well.
It's 6 plus my wisdom. 16.
Jeez, is that 10 for your wisdom?
Yes, because I'm proficient. I'm a cleric.
Wow, okay. So, Fang Pru, who succeeds and who fails? Leroy fails, and Mino, you got okay. So Leroy, this is kind of this is kind of weird because uh
Actually, you know what? Since he said that to me, I'm gonna persuade Fang Pru to run for me.
Oh
okay.
God.
Roll persuasion. Uh and uh what role would be
Flash of genius.
Yes, we got it. Okay, just give me a second. Characters. Let's just go Damien, it
27.
doesn't matter. Let's see. It would be a... You know what? It would just be a straight intelligence. So, um... Fang Pru,
Fang Pru.
you just make the save. Okay. Fang Pru, you have to roll intelligence.
I got a 27 persuasion.
Wait, wouldn't that be a wisdom?
No, it
Being
would be more
charmed.
so intelligence because Leroy's trying to convince Fang Pru to run for him. So Fang Pru has to be intelligent enough to realize, oh, he's trying to do something. Nat 20. Okay.
I got a 27.
Yeah, but Fang Pru got nat 20, meaning he instantly wins.
What?
It's
Nat
a nat
20s.
20. Nat 20.
Nat 20s are the best, my dude.
So you're saying
So
as long as I get a nat 20, you will literally consider anything chaotic that I'm thinking of.
pretty much, yeah. If anybody gets a natural 20, things work out perfectly.
I persuade Mino to lose.
So as everybody has casted their spell, that you guys are now all at the starting line. The man is at his computer flicking a bunch of knobs, which you guys have zero clue what's about to happen. Yeah, Mino saved from the command thing. So Mino is not gonna lose instantly. So
I'm persuading Mino to lose.
You know, it's just la 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 la.
as the man says, on your marks, get set. I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And also give me your armor class.
7. And
19.
Wait, so we'll go from top to bottom. So Mino, what is your thing?
7 initiative.
Mino
I-
is
I got a 17.
7. Leroy got 17, so and 24. So yeah, so Fang Pru is going first. Fang's AC is 19. Leroy, what's your armor class?
19.
All right. Mino, what is your armor class?
13.
All right, cool. And at that moment, I could cast Mage Armor to make my AC. Yeah. The dude behind the computer says, "Go!" As you all take off. You see a green light envelop you all. You guys are completely blind, but you keep running. You have zero clue where you are until your vision begins to come back. And you see all of you in a massive green hallway that seems to stretch endlessly. The corridor enough to fit all three of you, and you are all running. Now, before we begin, I need to tell you the rules of how this will work. Basically, no matter what happens, at the end of the turn, you will use up all of your movement speed, whether you are moving backwards, forwards, or whatever. You will, if you do not tell me what you're doing with your movement speed, I will always assume that you are just moving your maximum movement speed at the end of your turn. So you will always be moving forward, unless you tell me that you're going to use one movement to move backwards. So it's like, if you have a movement speed of 20, you can use 5 of that movement speed to move backwards, and then you'll just move forwards the rest of the way, if that makes sense.
Wait, so you say, wait, can we die in these dimensions?
No, you cannot. If you are close to dying, you will get instantly teleported back to the real world.
I'm gonna do something that you're gonna hate me for.
Okay.
Have you heard of third chances in life?
Pun?
Third chances in life.
No. And I think I know what you're about to do, in which case, god damn it. So,
Ain't you dear?
if you are in the lead, this is what I mean by advantages. So, if you are in the lead, you gain advantage and a +2 to anything you are going to try to do. So, if someone needs to make a save, they have -2 against your save if you're in the lead. If you are going to attack your opponent, you get a advantage and a +2 to hit for that opponent. So you want to be in the lead.
They're gonna hate me for this, and I'm gonna hate myself for doing this.
Basically, anybody behind you, you get advantage on them. So with that ready, mind if everybody tells me their movement speed.
50.
Leroy, if you're gonna kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you. My movement speed is 30.
Okay, so movement speed be 30. Leroy's is 50. And Fangpurse is 45. Alright. So, for this, at the beginning of the race, where everybody gets teleported in, the person who is the slowest is in the lead to begin with. So, Mino, you are ahead of everyone else. Next is Fang, and the person in last place is Leroy.
Okay, so
He
it's
has
now
50.
mine.
He has 50 movement speed for 60 minutes.
Ooh, I like this.
I read the spell description that he gave me. So basically, he has 50 movement speed for an hour. First, on the top of the initiative is Fang. So Fang, unless you specifically tell me what you're planning on doing with your movement speed, you will just move forward 45 feet. And if you're gonna ask me how far away you guys are from each other, you are each separated by the difference between your movement speed. So, Mino, you are you are about 15 feet away from Fangpru, and Fangpru, you are about 5 feet away from Leroy. You are 5 feet away from Leroy, yes. Every single time that any of you get hit, you have to make a dexterity saving throw to not stop moving. Basically, this is about constantly keeping on running. Don't stop ever. I'm telling you, if Limpton T was here, he'd beat you all. Because he just needs to stun you all and he wins. Thunderclap next to Leroy's ear and run. Okay. Mine putting up Thunderclap so that I can read what it does. You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. Okay, so this would count both Mino and Leroy. So Mino and Leroy, please do a Constitution saving throw. Mino, you gain advantage when saving against the saving throw. Okay. Leroy, you take 1d6 thunder damage. Yeah, that would be very bad to be right next to. Leroy, can you please make me a dexterity saving throw to not stop moving? Alright, you succeeded. So, you take 1d6 thunder damage done by Fang Pru, but you managed to catch a footing and you're still running. He got 1, does he get double damage? Yes, he does take double damage because of the nat 1. If any of you are worried, do not worry. I'm not going to count a nat 1 as you just instantly stopping because I don't think that that's fair. No root. Hello? Can you hear me? Hmm. Okay. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, for some weird reason, all of a sudden I couldn't hear you guys anymore. And I had to
Strange.
leave. And for some weird reason, I wasn't even connecting to the campaign chat anymore. So we'll just continue here.
I'm gonna
Alright.
be heated.
So Leroy takes 28 damage, but he is still running. Fang Pru, is there anything else you want to do before your move is over? Cunning action dash. So that will double your Distance, so that's 45 doubled.
90.
Yeah, 90 feet. So you end up 15, take 90. That is 85. Nope, 75. Uh, you are 75 feet in front of Mino. You have officially taken the lead.
Wait, didn't I get a 17 and 8 initiative?
Uh, yeah, you got 17. Fang Pru got 27.
Oh,
You forget, Fang Pru is literally the strongest out of everyone in the party.
not for
And-
long.
Next is Leroy. I could do this every turn. It is my turn. Leroy,
You know,
it's your turn.
I use my movement speed.
Okay.
Cast Grease. No, wait. Use my movement speed, then my bonus action as a dash, so that gives me 100 movement speed.
You are now in front of Fang Pru. I just need to figure out by how much. So if he was okay, you are in front of him by 5 feet again.
Grease.
All right. The cast Grease. A creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Okay.
I use my action and my bonus action.
So
And
that
I
will be the
move.
end of your turn.
Yep.
Mino, it's your move.
Um, did wait, where did you cast the grease? Did you cast the grease basically next to Feng Pru or in
If you move 30 feet, you will not run
Behind
into
me.
the grease.
Let's see.
However, if you use your bonus action, then you will run into the grease.
um how big is the grease spot? I mean it's a 10-foot grease spot. I will just not move straight but like slightly diagonally to uh um
That would be
uh
allowed.
Also
avoid
take
it.
your movement speed.
But you know what the advantage is on being the last one? I can do this in a
Blade
circle
barrier. You create a
around
vertical
you
wall
too.
of whirling razor-sharp blades made of magical. No, oh. The wall appears within range and lasts for the duration. You can make a straight wall to 100 feet long, 200 feet high, and 5 feet thick, or a ringed wall. Okay, the wall drives 3/4 the creature behind it. Provides 3/4 cover to the creature behind it, and its space is difficult terrain. When a creature enters the wall's area for the first time, or on a turn, or star of its turn, the creature must make a dexterity save. Oh, fudge me. Okay.
Wait, so technically, wouldn't Mino also get affected by it when
Only if
his next turn?
Mino can dispel it whenever he wants.
I can run around it.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, how much
that's
damage is 60? I mean, I'm
wait,
already running like slightly diagonally,
wait. So it
so
doesn't affect me. It's 5 feet thick.
yeah, but the circle is a 60 feet diameter, and I'm casting it around you and Feng Pru.
So they have no
And it
choice
still
but to.
doesn't affect me.
Oh.
There's gonna be one thing that you're gonna hate me for.
Fang Pru, you can't climb razor blades that are spinning.
You basically have to jump through it. It's as a run through it, you still take damage.
I mean,
Oh, I'm not running. I'm doing something else.
they have to make a dexterity saving throw, which Fang Pru might succeed.
But then it gets halved.
Yeah, then it gets halved, and then he has to make another dexterity saving throw to keep running. Okay.
The good thing about being at 5 feet is that I
So
can
what do you
the
want to do
one
for your
thing that I
move,
did.
Mino?
Fun.
After you do blade barrier, what do you want to do after that? Like, you still have your bonus
Uh,
action.
spiritual weapon.
Okay.
But spiritual weapon at level 2. Uh, against Leroy.
All right. Roll to hit.
19 plus 10, so 29.
You hit Leroy as just the massive blade just immediately comes flying at Leroy, who is now trapped by the spinning blades, just about to absolutely clock Leroy. Roll damage.
7 plus 12.
All right. As Leroy, you hit him directly where he has his new armor, which saves him. It just kind of makes him go flying back like 5 feet as he just gets baseball smashed by this massive blade that seems to be made out of pure radiant light. Leroy, you take 12 damage. Please roll dexterity to keep running. '18. So Leroy finds his footing and keeps running. Uh,
Teen.
that will be the end of Mino's turn. Next is Fang. So Fang, either way, at the end of this turn, you're gonna have to roll a dexterity saving throw to stop yourself from stopping moving. You're right now in the middle of a massive circle of razor blades. So make a dexterity saving throw to try and escape the razor blades, and then make another dexterity saving throw to stop yourself from taking damage, from stopping moving from taking damage. 26. Okay, you'll take half damage. Now roll another dexterity saving throw. Meanwhile, Mino, you can roll the damage for Fang Pru.
It was 60-10.
Okay, he succeeds by a bit.
Okay. Fang Pru, you manage to get your footing and you continue running. Fang Pru, I need you to let me know when you actually get a natural one. So you find your footing, you keep running. I'll say that you still have your bonus action.
So you would take 17 damage if I'm doing math correctly.
How much damage does he have? Health does he have, actually?
Lots, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Thank God I made a ton of potions.
Yeah, that's why it's 17, Fang Pru.
So that's an 8 damage.
Fang Pru, you still have your bonus action.
Oh yeah, also, it's difficult terrain for the duration too. So it's difficult terrain once he enters the crease, anyways.
Oh yeah, then he also has the grease.
Yep.
Oh fudge, and that's another. Oh fudge, that's another dexterity saving throw.
I'm unaffected.
Okay. So yeah, Fang Brew does a cunning action dash, which he moves another 90 feet, so now he's... Alright. Fang Brew, you're in the lead again, and you are leaving Mino in the dust. That will be the end of your turn. Please make another dexterity saving throw so that I can decide what happens with the grease. As Leroy, you take your turn. He succeeds.
There's a 5 thick wall, right?
Yeah, it's basically just a wall of razor blades that are spinning.
Misty step.
Okay.
Thank God I had that feat that lets me use Misty step once a day.
I mean,
Uh,
Mino could just cast the thing again.
yeah, but I'm too lazy to just take the damage.
So you Misty Step, and now what?
It's is Misty Step a bonus action or
I'm pretty sure it would count as a bonus action.
okay? I use my movement,
Okay, and that would be your action.
and do I see Fang Pru?
You are in front of Fang Pru
Hmm.
by 10 feet now because you have 5 feet more than him whenever he does his bonus action to dash. So every single time this is happening, every single time that you two both use your bonus action to dash, you're slowly gaining 5 feet more than you did last time.
I give myself. Oh no, that's a bonus.
So
Yeah,
basically,
I
you're in
end
the
my
lead again,
turn.
Leroy.
If I end my turn, I have a scheme that I'm thinking of.
Do you end?
Yeah, that's why my scheme, but also involves the word command.
Yeah, Fang Pru is telling the truth. At the end of this race, you do have to lose.
Yeah, he didn't say which place to lose. He just said lose.
Good point. Not being specific enough. Either way, Mino, it's your move.
I'm just thinking, how mean do I want to be?
You're.
Do
It's
you want to
greased.
win?
Wait, did Mino end her turn in the grease?
Nope.
I'm unaffected.
But it's also difficult
I
terrain, so your
Yeah,
movement
I'm
speed is
unaffected. I cast freedom of movement, so difficult terrain has no effect on me.
Yeah, but you still have to do the save for you, so you
But I
don't.
ran
Mino
out.
didn't
By the way,
cross the
I
thing.
ran around it.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Yeah,
I said you had to
I
keep
mean, it's
moving. I never said that you had to keep moving forward.
where do I want to be? So, how far away apart are Fang and Leroy again?
You are very far apart, like 50 to 70 feet. They are gone. I mean, you
By
could
the
use your
way,
bonus action to get closer. Like, you could use your moving action now, and then use your bonus action to go further, and then use your action because then they'll be closer to you.
give me a second. I want to see how far I can cast that one particular spell. How far did you say are they away from me?
50 to 70 feet.
Why doesn't you like that one?
You don't have to space the word spell from the exclamation
No.
mark.
Ah, yeah. I can cast Firestorm 150 feet.
Alright. So, mind bringing up Firestorm so that I can read it? Here we go. Uh, a, s-
That
up
name is also
A storm made up of sheets of roaring flame appear in the location you choose within range. The area of the storm consists of a 10-foot cube, which can range as you wish. Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 7d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half damage on a successful one. The fire damages objects in the area, and it's flame objects that aren't being worn or carried. If you choose plants, life in the air. Okay. Alright, so are you casting that directly on Leroy and Fang Pru, or like in front of them?
Directly.
Okay. Leroy, Fang Pru, can you please do me a favor and roll dexterity? Just
That's me
everything
and
burns.
me
Mino,
and
and Mino
fucking
being me.
genius.
Mino can tell me if they succeed or fail because it's her save DC.
+4.
Leroy, you
My
fail.
last flash of genius.
You fail.
Oh yeah, guess what? I can use my reaction. Which one should be better? Cunning. Well, actually, yeah. Wait, let me see this spell.
I'm using Hellish Rebuke on Mino's reaction. 27 dex. I'm pretty sure he
Okay.
succeeds.
Yeah.
So,
So
Fangpru takes half, Leroy takes the full.
Actually, what does the word resistance mean in D&D?
It means that you take half the damage.
Absorb that.
Finger at, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save.
What is half of 41?
So Mino, as you
20.
cast your fire rain spell, Fangpru immediately points backwards at you, and you are all of a sudden surrounded by hellish flames that seem to erupt. If you walk through it, you have to make a dexterity saving throw, or take damage. But before that, Fangpru, Leroy, you both take the damage, but you also have to make a dexterity saving throw to keep moving.
So that would be 20 for everyone who's halved it, and I make a dexterity.
Yep, dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, that's a 8.
Oh no.
You're knocked down prone. Wait, for what?
It's not the grace, it's for the hellish rebuke. Okay.
Oh.
Don't worry,
Ooh.
Mino. You're not out of it yet because that just means you take the full damage. You need to make another dexterity saving throw so then you can keep moving, but you will take the full damage.
16.
16. You've managed to find your footing and you keep running. Fangpru,
And
Leroy, you need to make dexterity saving throws.
Didn't you already do them?
I didn't see you do it.
I did.
No. 28. Fangpru,
What
you
is-
find your footing. Leroy, you haven't done your dexterity saving throw to keep moving yet.
that.
the dex for not the flames, but for keep running.
I get a nat 20.
Nice.
All right, nice. You not only find your footing, but you move an extra 50 feet. You are very much in the lead. Mino.
And it's gonna give me a no.
I have bonus action, spiritual weapon.
All right, cool. Who are you gonna try and hit?
And I'm
Leroy.
very far away from it too now. I'm very far away from it.
How far away is Leroy?
It's literally 60 feet. I am more than 60
Yeah,
feet.
he's more than 60 feet in front of you.
Ah, craps. Because
You can
that
hit
60
Fang.
feet is my. Yeah, I hit Fang.
All right, roll to hit Fang.
That's 21.
Okay. Mino takes 17 damage from Hellish Rebuke. Yeah, Mino did take the damage already. So, yeah, you hit Fangpru. Please roll for damage.
Wait. I'm just reading the chat again. Okay, 17 damage. And I didn't take any damage before. I do. Oh, yeah. So it was the 28, I think, plus the 17. Okay. That plus spiritual weapon. It's 3 plus 5, 8.
8 damage.
You
Okay.
take 8 damage.
Fang
It's
Crew
I
takes 8
casted it
damage.
at
As all of a
second
sudden
level.
the massive sword just comes smashing Fang Pru. Fang Pru, please make another dexterity saving throw. $29. Okay, you find your footing and you keep running. Next up is Fang. It's your move.
Fang is definitely gonna win. Actually, I wonder how much HP does Fang Pru have in total?
All I know is that Fang Pru has lots. And our session is almost over, so I have to come up with a way that something happens. Otherwise, this
how
is
about
gonna
we
go for
finish
another
that?
hour. How far is Mino and Leroy? Mino is about 50 to 70 feet behind you, while Leroy is like 60 feet in front of you.
You have 5 minutes, Jake.
Okay.
And he gets he gets a -2 against me, right?
No, you just get a plus. You just get a +2 and advantage on anything against him. He doesn't get any disadvantages against you. You Eldritch Blast both of them. Okay, roll to hit.
Holy moly!
Dirty 20 on who?
And
I think you can blast Eldritch Blast multiple times, depending on the spent spot.
Yeah,
it's
but
an action.
there's more than just one roll. It's one roll to hit one person, 2 rolls to hit another person.
And it's an action, too.
Yep. So who are you hitting with the Dirty 20?
Wait, what level is he, Warlock?
Yeah, he's a warlock. I don't know what level he is.
Yeah.
20 for Leroy. Okay. Leroy, as you look back, you just see this massive ball of erupting eldritch energy just kind of flying towards you. It definitely does hit. 16 for Mino, that hits as well.
Yeah.
As you just kind of, both hands in different directions, you cast Eldritch Blast. Roll damage.
What level Warlock is he, though?
You would have to ask him because I have zero flipping clue.
So he can only fire one because at level 5 he fires 2 beams.
Oh, okay. Well, then the first one will count and it will be towards Leroy.
And it's a D10.
Is that doubled because of a natural 20? Natural
It's a
20
dirty
damage is
20.
doubled.
Yeah, but a dirty 20, not a natural 20. He got a dirty 20.
Dirty. Okay. Yeah, then... But you have... Forgot I have fighter. Yeah. So, Leroy, you
Really?
take 8 damage from the Eldritch Blast. If you are not unconscious, then you need to give me a dexterity saving throw to keep moving.
Let's see. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
I have 1 HP.
You
Holy
have
crap.
1 HP.
Yes, and I'm very afraid.
Alright. You need to give me a dexterity saving throw in order to keep yourself up.
I'm afraid.
You Eldritch Blast him again. I mean, to be fair, either way, you're out of this race.
Got a 25.
Nice. You managed to find your footing. 19 to hit.
And
That misses because it's your exact armor class.
yep.
So you are still in this, Leroy. Fangpru moves 45 feet. So, Leroy, you're still in the lead, and it's your turn.
You know what? I cast
You cast what?
Final explosion, but the first action only. And guess where I send them? Both
Where?
of them. To
Be right back.
1,000 feet
Oh,
underground. And since they're considered allies, no save for them.
So wait, so you're just there's no save. Yeah, I saw the cunning action. So okay, but even if Fangpru hides, first of all, it's just a direct hallway, so there's no place to hide. You would just be like, I don't know, hiding in the corner of the room trying to pretend to hide. But also, it would still hit you because this is just too big this is just too big to dodge.
And he did say lose.
Wait, so this would technically. So I want you to be clear with what you're doing. This will basically make it, if you do enough damage, this will basically make it so then everyone loses.
Yep, even me.
Okay, roll your 45 d20 damage.
$497.
Alright. So, time to play this
Oh wait,
up.
and I get advantage too.
And you get advantage and a +2. So, 499 damage. So, as you are all running through this hallway, Fangpru, like, so devastatingly in the
530.
lead. Mino kind of feeling confident that his slow trail will get you through it. You guys just see an explosion, a chain reaction in front of you that
Oh,
just
no.
comes roaring towards you as you just run into the flame. And as you run into it, you don't feel the pain of the explosion as it's already too late. And as you all close your eyes in that realm, you all open it and find yourself laying on the ground in front of the finish line back in the kingdom of technology. And the race person says,
And with that, it's a draw!
when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 HP, you gain 5 temporary hit points. Yeah, but those hit points won't save you from this. I don't think you have 525 health. After the fact. But then how would that work?
Let's see.
Wait, when you reduce a hostile's creature to 0 hit points, you didn't reduce a creature's... Fangpru didn't reduce a creature's HP to 0. Leroy did. So, everyone loses. And as you all get up, you realize that all of your bruises are gone. And Leroy, you're still alive.
Hey, you said to lose. I lost.
I smacked the back of his head.
Hey, he did say it. He did say to lose.
Fangpru says he still has something. But honestly, I kind of like this ending.
Did you try to kill yourself again?
Hey, he said it. He said it. I just followed what he said.
It just could have stopped.
You guys realize that there's actually a crowd of people surrounding you, as there wasn't before. And they're all cheering. Some of them like saying, "That was the best race we've seen yet. You guys are awesome." They're all just cheering.
So you can keep this. You can keep the money.
Second
We all
wind.
did
Oh
lose.
yeah, Fangpru has second wind.
What does that do?
Let's see.
But then
Also-
I have to take into effect that Fangpru took a head-on explosion that literally disintegrates anything that envelops it. And he just took a deep breath and is fine.
Also, it nullifies any spells and resistances.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, nope. Nope. Well, technically, Second Wind is not a spell. Anyway, so as the crowd roars, there's a small dwarf-like creature, pushing through the crowd who then says, "Hey! What are you doing? The ship's ready and we've been looking for you for hours." Yeah, I said it wasn't a spell, but we may as well keep going.
Thank you.
We were killing some time. Literally and physically.
"Well, your ship's ready. Come on, hurry up." And he begins to scuttle off.
So we
Can
go
get
to the
short
ship.
Rest?
You will be able to take a rest on the ship.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys head towards the ship. You see that your ship looks relatively normal. Apart from this one thing near the steering wheel, where Dr. Ig goes up and says, "If you want to transform your ship into flying mode, this gear right here," he grabs the lever, he pulls it back, and the sail turns upward, with a singular, like, sort of pipe that seems to blow air into it. This takes the air that was meant to push your ship forward and pushes it upward, so then your sail lifts up your entire ship. And then,
God.
if you want to have it back to normal, he pulls it again, and it clips back to go, and your sail clips back to going forward.
I elbow both of them in the sides. Guys, keep it attention.
Game Over is on a world of his own. Yes, I am, both figuratively and metaphorically. So yeah, he says, Now I only have one request. As you guys go to that kingdom in the sky, mind bringing me back something so that I can research it, please?
Sure.
Sure.
As a fellow scientist-ish, I shall assist you.
Thank you very much. I've been
And I
very
can show you a
curious.
picture if you want to.
I've been very curious of what's up there and how this is even possible. Anyway,
I can.
I shall let you get on your way. The rest of your crew is already on the ship, so that just leaves me to deal with everything else in this kingdom. All right, let's do it. As he kind of just fakes a smile and jumps off the ship.
Also, try
Your
investing
Highness.
in solar panels. They're gonna cut on a ton of cash. They're gonna be wasting.
Noted. Fang Pru, what did you want to do before you go in the ship?
I think he wanted to punch Leroy. Uh,
No.
your Highness, Mr. Ignition.
He turns
Um,
around and looks at Mino.
I, I, uh, I, I I don't want to sound greedy, but I wanted to ask if you maybe have a diamond laying around you don't need.
Sorry, just repeat that one more time.
Just if he has a diamond by any chance, he just doesn't need to and would be willing to part with it.
I don't think I have any diamonds. I apologize.
Hmm. It's
You
okay.
can make an artificial diamond. Just need some coal and a ton of pressure.
I mean, sure, but we don't have much coal around.
And that's why you should use solar panels. Sponsored by the solar panel industry.
No sponsors at all.
I will do something before we go to the ship. I have what I did. Have fun, game over with what I did, says Fang Pru.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Fang Pru just rolled a sleight of hand thing.
Oh yeah.
Wait, can I see if I noticed it?
What's his sleight of hand?
24.
Fuck.
Investigation?
No, because it's more like a passive perception thing. I mean, you can investigate why he is probably smiling or something. I don't know.
30.
I don't know. You're gonna have to get the information. Like Fang Pru would literally have to tell you. Like, I'm not gonna disclose anything because your perception wasn't high enough. So, Fang Pru will literally have to tell you or keep it a secret. So as Dr. Ignition jumps off the ship, do you guys want to start setting sail or flying to the kingdom in the sky?
I go to the lab.
All right, you go into your lab thing. Fang Pru is the captain, so he says yes.
What time of the day is it?
It's roughly around lunchtime.
Eh, So, like, 6 o'clock in the afternoon?
What time do you have lunch?
Pretty late.
No, it's
Wouldn't
sometime
it
around
already
12
be
and
done?
1.
Yeah. How about I make
what
us
time is it?
lunch? How about I make us lunch? You go start with whatever you do in your lab until food is ready. David, would you like to eat something as well? He's talking
He
to the
says,
patron.
he says, no thanks, I've already eaten something and I have to get to work immediately. Thanks for the offer, though.
I'm gonna make condiment. Just need some ingredients.
So
With my other-
this will count as a long rest.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the person that creates the very first condiments in the world.
And as you guys rest, having a lovely lunch after that small intermission from all of the chaos that has ensued, you look upwards towards the sky and wonder what amazing discoveries you will find up there.
How
And
tasty will I make the condiments with a 29?
and as you guys continue to have those thoughts and eat your delicious food, that is where this session will end for today. Because my brain is tired from all of that imagination. Holy shoot.
Yeah, exhausting.
It really is.
Uh,
Being a dungeon master is exhausting when you're just going off of when you're just going off of your imagination and you haven't planned anything.
And then you have these team players who try to do sneaky stuff all the time.
Exactly.
I didn't do anything sneaky this time. I just
Mino,
did
you will find
something
out what
new.
Fang Pru did next session.
Oh dear.
Because it's kind of hard to hide when he did what he did. So
Oh dear.
you'll be able to connect the dots. But for now, thank you guys for joining me in Tales of Algerath, and I'm going to ask my usual questions of is there anything that I should have done better during this session?
I think the race was fun.
Like I came up with all the rules and I was just like, yeah, this should be fun. It would be interesting and it would be a good chance for them to compete against each other and see what happens.
I did what Fang Pro told me to do.
Yes, you did exactly what Fang Fu told you to do. Do you want to know where I got the inspiration for the race?
Where? Hunger Games?
Nope. Pretty much any Sonic game ever where you verse a boss where you have to constantly keep on running. So basically look at Sonic versus Infinite in Sonic Forces. That sort of thing. That's where I got the inspiration from.
It
I was just
also
like,
gave us an excuse to play against each other.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was like you were gonna verse NPCs that I came up with, and I came up with like 3 NPCs in case any of you guys actually wanted to verse them. But then I was just like, why? Why not let them verse each other?
I was gonna feel bad if you actually gave us NPCs and I just popped it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to mention it makes sense because everybody's working hard on completing the kingdom, so they wouldn't have time to like stop for a race.
By the way,
I just noticed.
Mino would have apologized to Fang and Leroy for toasting them.
I think you probably did the most damage out of them all.
I mean, I'm a light cleric, so that's what we do.
But
You scorch
925.
and rip all of your opponents. I am a cleric. I believe in God and holy light, but also ripping my opponents to shreds with saw blades and making fire rain from the sky.
Yes.
Yes, Fangpru,
I-
you would have won with your second win, but the fact that it sounds really stupid to me that a man can get burnt to a crisp from an explosion and yet just take a deep breath and be completely fine.
I mean, 500, that would have instant killed you, actually.
Yeah, pretty much. Now for the question of what did you guys enjoy this session? Like, what was your favorite part? And what do you think I
The
did
game.
incredibly well?
Like I said, the game was fun.
The race.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually panicked when I was left with 1 HP.
My greatest strength when it comes to being a dungeon master is being creative. You can always count on me to come up with some interesting way to play the game, even if I have to break every single rule in D&D to do it. That is
By the way,
my biggest strength.
after lunch, Mino will read the baby Mino book.
Oh, yeah.
We will
Actually,
get to
how
that in
good
the
did I
next
make it?
We'll get to that in the next session as you guys are still
How
having
well
lunch
did I
in
make
game.
I got a question. How well did I make the condiment that was at 29?
We will roll that next session. We're not gonna do any more of the D&D thing for now because I actually need to end this and get off. So thanks again for joining me this session. You guys were amazing as always, always making this as entertaining as possible. And thank you guys for watching this episode of Tales of Algerath. Our adventurers are having a quick lunch break before they head to the skies and find whatever mysteries may be held up there. So you know that this is going to be exciting. Hopefully we will have Limpton tea there, and it will be, like I said, very exciting. So thank you guys for watching. If you did like it, please hit that like button and that subscribe button to see more awesome and amazing videos there, just like this one right here. Mino, Fangpru, Leroy, please say goodbye and whatever you want to say to my lovely viewers at home.
Tschüss.
Goodbye.
And Fangpru says bye.
And this episode was sponsored by Explosion Industries.
It's not sponsored by nobody.
Sponsored by Leroy.
Bye bye. This game is over.
By the way,
Yes.
and things good. Hi Fang. I have a little something, and I was a bit disappointed that only you guys, also that we had so many people missing, but I made something.
You made what?
I made give me a sec. Please look in amazing art.
Oh my, no. Oh. No way. Mino, you are literally the best.
See it as thank you for having
All right, just for
such
that, before I actually
great
turn
team.
off the video, I have to do this. Mino just did all of this. Mino does amazing artwork on her own Tumblr website thing. It will be in the description as it always is, but go and check her out because this is honestly wow.
Why do
I
you feel
have
bad?
no words for how awesome this is.
I did it this week because I simply had to.
Mino, you are literally a legend.
I
Okay,
actually-
now this
I-
game is over. Holy shoot.